according to Shastras, this early morning hour is a time very conducive for planting affirmations and positive inputs to the mind to create new sanskaras by which the old bad sanskaras can be nullified or washed away, and the new sanskaras can be created by which your body, mind, intelligence, they all will agree to walk the new path. The new sanskaras hour in the whole day is which time? Morning time, the Brahma Muhurta time, where we all assemble now. So, when we are performing meditation, what are we supposed to do during the chanting? Unless we know, we will not be able to enter into the spirit of the true japa. So, the Shastras say one should do mantrartha chintanam. Mantrartha chintanam means the mantra is the Mahamantra which we chant. And the artha, the meaning of this mantra is explained by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Shikshashtakam. He says, Ayinanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavam budau kripaya tava pada pankajastita dhuri sadrisham vichinta. He is saying, Oh my dear Lord Krishna, son of Nanda, I have fallen into this ocean of birth and death somehow. Please pick me up from this ocean of birth and death and place me at your lotus feet in the spiritual world so that I can join the eternal family of devotees and I can engage in your devotional service. This is the meaning of this. So, when we begin chanting, one should think that I originally belong to the spiritual world, but somehow I have fallen into this material world. And Lord is very great, He has expanded Himself into Mahavishnu, and within each universe He has expanded into Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and another Kshirodaksha Vishnu within every atom, in the heart of everybody. The world is a vast world, but I am so self-centered on myself. I only think about me, my little family, my little life, and little job. Let me go out of this small frog in the well consciousness, like a Kupamandu, and understand the vastness of the Lord's creation and the Lord's greatness, and how big He is and how small I am, and how compassionate He is and how ignorant I am. And so one should think about this in the beginning of the japa. And then as we chant the holy name, we chant with a background prayerful mood. That, please my dear Lord, make me become free from these coverings of illusion and ignorance and foolishness. Let me become your devotee, let me be pure and be fit to serve you and engage in your service. With that mood we chant, and when we chant the beads, our mind has three activities: thinking, feeling, willing. So just now I told you what to think before the chanting. And what should be the feeling? That is like explained by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the second verse. What is the second verse? Nam namakari bahudani sarva shaktis tatrarpitani yamita smarane nakalaha etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdaiva medrishamikha janinanuragaha. In each of your names you invested so many potencies like Krishna, Govinda, Gopala, Madhava, Masudana, Parsarthi, like the names. So, but in each of the names there is so much potency, which means if you say Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu, that means the mercy potency is coming from that name. Similarly you say Govinda, means protector of his cows. In this way each name is very powerful, but when I don't take interest in your names, my dear Lord, but please kindly revive my inclination for you and your devotional service, and let me not be covered by Maya. So let me awaken myself in this morning hours to your glory and your greatness, your sweetness, and my connection with you. With that mood one should begin chanting. So thinking is about the Lord's glories, feeling is about our refusal to surrender and our illusion, and willingness is the movement of the beads. Very carefully one bead one should move. And then after doing all these things, only one thing you should do: chant and hear, chant and hear, chant and hear. Try to hold the mantra in your mind. When mind goes, pull it back, again hear. When mind again goes, pull it back. This exercise will gradually bring mind to a calm, cool, steady state in which you can have one pointed focus, and that focus is what is going to purify. The mind gets purified rapidly if the focus is constant and consistent and steady. That is the secret. Ram Prabhu ki